What Marilyn Monroe's exes said about her. 1. James Doherty. Doherty married the then Norma Jean Baker in 1942. This marriage was her way out of orphanages. They divorced just over 4 years later. Monroe became a movie actress, but Doherty wanted a family. He never held a grudge over her leaving.
I thought it was wonderful that she was getting something that she wanted. And of course, Marilyn I never knew. It's a shame that she had to give up half her life for that fame. I was very much in love with Norma Jean.
2. Joe DiMaggio. DiMaggio was Monroe's second husband. They would divorce after less than a year of marriage. DiMaggio claimed he was the perfect lover for Monroe.
When we got together in the bedroom, it was like the gods were fighting. There were thunderclouds and lightning. Marilyn told me that no man ever satisfied her like I did. She told Frank Sinatra that she always thought of me when she made love with Miller.
After their divorce, they remained good friends. DiMaggio even arranged Monroe's funeral. He sent roses to her grave every week. His last dying words were, purportedly,
"I'll finally get to see Marilyn."
3. Hal Schaefer. Schaefer was a musician and vocal coach in Hollywood. He trained Monroe for the film Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. She requested him as her vocal coach on other films. Eventually, they started an intimate relationship. At the time, Monroe was still married to DiMaggio. Schaefer was threatened and followed by DiMaggio's associates. Henchmen were planning to break his hands. Schaefer even attempted to take his life. Monroe nursed him back to health. He fled Hollywood and never saw Monroe again. He spoke about their relationship only after DiMaggio's death.
I think she regarded it as her function, being this great attractive female, that she was supposed to make love with a man, because that was something she could do, that she could give.
4. Arthur Miller. Marriage to Miller was Monroe's longest relationship. Miller fully believed in her talent.
I took her as a serious actress, even before I met her. I think she's an adroit comedian, but I also think she might turn into the greatest tragic actress that can be imagined. She was a very serious girl who was struggling against abandonment and abuse.
They divorced in 1961. Monroe died the following year. In 1964, Miller wrote his first play based on her. After the fall, she remained his muse for the rest of his life. 5. Ilia Kazan. Monroe was one of Kazan's mistresses. At the time, he was married to Molly Day Thatcher. Kazan wrote to Thatcher about Monroe.
She was talented, funny, vulnerable, helpless in awful pain, with no hope, and some worth, and not a liar, not vicious, not catty, and with a history of orphanism that was killing to hear. She is nothing like what she appears to be now. She was a little stray cat when I knew her.
6. Milton Berle. Burl Newman wrote longer than most people in Hollywood. They had a brief romance and maintained a friendship. Burl said,
"There was nothing cheap about her. She had respect for herself. Marilyn was a lady,